Welcome to session 1 of building applications using WinForms. In this session, we are going to see Introduction to Visual Studio.NET. Visual Studio.NET is a rapid application development tool used for creating distributed web applications and high performance desktop applications. Visual Studio.NET contains collection of IDEs like WinForms and WebForms that are used to create the desktop and web applications respectively. These IDEs can be used by any .NET compliant language. For example, WinForms can be used by VB.NET, C#, and VC to create desktop graphical user interface applications. In this session, we will explore the features and components of VS.NET, that is Visual Studio.NET, that make it a powerful programming. Coming to some important features of Visual Studio.NET, they are shared IDE, that is integrated development environment, window management, designers, Visual Studio macros, visual database tools. Coming to first feature, that is shared IDE. As we know, IDE stands for integrated development environment. It is a programming environment integrated into an application. Microsoft Visual Studio.NET provides a single shared IDE for all the languages. It is designed to help developers build solutions in a quick and efficient way. When we start Visual Studio, the first page that comes is Start page, as it is displayed here. Start page contains links to either your recent projects, you can open a new project, you can create a new project, you can know what's new in Visual Studio 2008, some samples, walkthroughs, user starter kit, new project from existing code, and help, how do I. Plus, you can come to know the Visual Studio news, some of the headlines of Visual Studio. You will need to be connected to internet in order to access this online services. So that is the current view of your startup page in Visual Studio. Now we will first create a simple application and then we'll view more about Visual Studio.NET. So for that we need to go in File, New, Project, or you can use the shortcut key as Control Shift and N. Now we are going to see using VB language. So we'll select the language as VB. If you look into it, you can select your VB language or C# language or C++ language also. So you have all languages into one IDE. So we select the language as VB. Then we're going to see the Windows application. So we go into Windows. In that we create Windows Form application. We give it a name as, say, first application, and we save this in, say, D:. Okay, then click on OK. It creates your project, gives you the first form. Now if you look, you have your Solution Explorer. The Solution Explorer displays the hierarchy of an open project and its corresponding files as shown. Like first we have the project in which initially I am having first form, that is form 1. So solution can contain multiple projects, your project can contain multiple forms. So it shows you the whole hierarchy and your files which are there into your projects in Solution Explorer. Now in the Solution Explorer, if you right click on your project, you get the option of Add References. If you click on Add Reference, it shows you a Add a Reference dialog box that allows you to add references to .NET Framework components, the COM components, and your projects. So you can add any of the references here, that is your DLL files which you need to give it a reference. Select the file, click on OK. It would be added into your references. For example, let us add a simple, say, for crystal report. Okay. Once you say OK, the references would be added into your project automatically. Then you have properties window. You get this properties window. If it is not displayed any of it on the side, you can go in view and you can say view properties window. Okay. Each object, that is, it could be your form, it could be your control, has certain characteristics or properties like, say, font or the font color or the background color, the height and width, right? So these properties will be displayed in your properties window. These properties can be set and modified at the time of designing or runtime. So if you can see here, I'm getting form 1. Suppose I change here the text. I make it as my first form. So that will be changed into my form also. If I change the background color, say I give some different color, it changes into my form also. I change the font also. I apply some different font. I click on the button, I select here the font. Regular. Okay. Okay. Similarly, font color, if you want to change it, you can change it. So now if I try to write something on the form, it will be changed into my particular font and the font color. Then you have is your class view. Now class view is similar to your Solution Explorer, except that it provides us with a view of all the classes, methods, properties in the project. So if you click on the plus sign, you click on the application, click on your form, you get all the classes and properties into it, whichever you have declared. All will be displayed in a tree view format. Clear? See. So you can view all in your class view.